Our first competitors here on the final day of competition represent Poland, Zofia, GAWRON, and David KAMINSKI.
Wonderful moment for Zofia and Dawid. 17th after the rhythm dance, and a huge moment for them skating in front of a home crowd.
And they'll skate to West Side Story.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. See that pretty girl in the theater there? Who can that attractive girl be? Such a pretty piece, such a pretty dress, such a pretty style, such a pretty piece. I feel stunning and entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy. For I'm loved by a pretty wonderful
Maria, 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 Maria. I've just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, I've just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria, 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 say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. Tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no morning star. Tonight, I'll see my love tonight, and for us stars will stop where they
See like hours, the hours go so slowly, and still the sky is bright. Moon, grow bright and make me understand, and let's go.
Well, Mark, this is one of the reasons that I love the Junior Grand Prix so much. This team has probably just gotten together, introduced to the discipline of ice dance, and they're still learning to skate to a certain degree, learning the basics of the skating and edges and whatnot, and here they're participating. This is why the Junior Grand Prix and competitions like this is so important, how the sport grows, and we don't know whether they'll continue on at a high competitive level, whether they'll turn to judging or volunteering or whatever, but they're in the sport, and you can see they love it. They wouldn't be doing it unless they wanted to be out here, and I think that's so cool. Obviously, the skill level is not at the highest level at this point, but they're here participating. That's awesome.
So brilliant, and so brilliant for them to have this moment at the Junior Grand Prix in front of a home crowd as we see them working through the 1 foot turns. And so within this element, they'll be working to try to showcase rocker, counter, bracket, and a twizzle. Here the twizzle, the final turn. And as with all of the teams, they'll be working on the synchronized twizzles here. Different entry edge for the first and the second, and going for the 4 rotations, going for this, the Group C feature, which would have 3 rotations to be callable. This choreographic slide, need to hold it for 2 seconds to be called, so maybe a little bit short there. As we see there, rotational lift. And this team of Zofia and Dawid, all the elements in the program being called, all 8 though currently under review. So as we look at their choreo character step sequence, their final element, technical panel will just be checking if the requirements are fulfilled. So huge congrats to Zofia and Dawid for opening the competition, and to their coach Beata, or Zibiata.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. This is the first time I've seen this, but there are 8 elements in the free dance, and all 8 were under review. So this review is going to take a while,
yeah,
because this team is just starting out. And, you know, the edges and the depth and the cleanliness of the turns are going to be in doubt for the technical panel to see, so they need to look back at it on the replay. So this is all a normal procedure. This is why this one will take a little bit longer. But, you know, this is... You wouldn't see this in a senior Grand Prix, you know, and maybe other competitions, you know, other internationals, you will have this. But here in the Junior Grand Prix, I think it's a wonderful part of it.
And now for Zofia and Dawid, they will have a, although this is not as competitive with the other skaters, getting ready for this event, getting the free dance under construction and ready will have helped to fast forward their progress. And now on the back of this experience, the feedback now will again give them a huge boost in moving forward.
Yeah, and the big thing is to be able to watch in the practice session your other competitors, your top group, and learn from seeing other skaters and how they practice and how they train and the depth of edge and the turns and all those things. Say, yeah, I want to do better here, and we'll get back to work. So I think it's a great, wonderful life experience and experience here for the development of skating.
And now, one of the things that we can hopefully try to relay for Zofia and Dawid is then some of the technical panel's decision making. I'd mentioned as we watched back the slow-mo replay of their choreo slide that one of the criteria for that to be fulfilled is to showcase that slide for 2 seconds. I thought it was maybe short. It's subsequently gone out of the system, so they've lost that element. And I think that's just because with, you know, all of the elements that they have, there's so much to do, that just not something that was as much of a feature for them or fixture for them in sustaining for that 2 seconds. So it's been dropped from the...
And if you've done a number of run-throughs and detailed analysis of each one of the elements, that experience, you know, something like that probably wouldn't happen. It looks, as we said, a little early on in their stage of development.
Yeah, but, you know, fascinatingly, to be fair to Zofia and Dawid, as we were in the Skate to Milan Olympic qualifier, even in that event, there were people vying for competition who lost their choreo elements or had implications. So constant evolution, constant learning. And what they have achieved is the maximum level 4 in their curve lift and a dance spin, which I thought was one of their strongest elements. That was a level 3. So they've got some elements that are ticking all the boxes for the criteria for the highest of levels, which is fantastic. What we will see through the course of this event, as we do with all the dance events, is that the step sequence and the 1-foot turns are the hardest to achieve the higher levels on, and that's the case for these guys.
Yeah, and the elements are in the minus GOEs at the moment because they're still under construction to get to the point where they can add points to the base value with the quality improving. And that'll come with time and a lot of mileage. As we'll take a look at the free dance score, 37.80 for Zofia and Dawid. They're the first team out in this event. Total competition score 64.66.